do. What are you talking about? Hey everybody, it's Misty Doan, and I am so happy to be here with you on another Missouri Star Live. Today I'm super excited because, as all of you American viewers know, we have Independence Day coming up in July, so we wanted to bring you some patriotic projects. So we have one this week, and Jenny will be back next week with another fun patriotic project. So let's start out as usual to see where everybody's tuning in from. Hello Eve from Washington State, thanks for tuning in. Helen from New Mexico, thank you. We've got Bonnie from Virginia. Beth from Omaha. As I saw a question pop up there, as always, this can be viewed later. It will be posted both to our Facebook and our YouTube, so you can go back. You don't have to watch it live, and if you want to rewind, you'll be able to do that through the live video on YouTube. So if you want to pop over there, if you missed a second, you can.
We got Independence too here, I seen.
Independence, awesome.
Independence, Missouri.
Oh, nice. That's not too far away. All right, awesome. Well, we are making this very cute Stars and Stripes table runner that was inspired by this quilt that Jenny made did a tutorial on just a few weeks ago, not too long ago. And so if you haven't seen that, we've put the link for that in the description. And also all of the supplies that you'll need for this project are listed as well. So to get started, this is
Whoa, we got a Paris.
Paris! Oh, can I come visit you in Paris? I want to go there so bad. Someday. So to get started on this project, you're going to need a 1/2 yard each of a red and a white and a blue print. And we used these really fun Wilmington prints. Super fun. I love this little star on this cream fabric here, and these kind of look like confetti and just some vines. I actually went ahead and used 2 different reds just because I liked the variety, but total you just need that 1/2 yard. So it's up to you if you want to mix it up. This would be a great scrap buster as well. So to begin, we're going to take all of your blues.
Wait, we already got questions coming in.
Okay.
So they're asking, are the fabrics in the quilt back in stock? I've been waiting.
Oh, this quilt, they're not back in stock, unfortunately. Those ones are sold out. So, but these cute Wilmington prints we're showing you today are available. So to begin with, we're going to start by making this star block that is both ends of our table runner. And it's super simple. We're going to take our blue fabric and we're going to cut it into 2.5 inch strips. And I've got mine here folded in half and in half again. Oh, I'm folding against where it wants to go. There we go. Let's try this again. All right, so then what we're going to do is we're going to take and we're going to cut a 6-inch piece, actually 4 6-inch pieces and 4 4-inch pieces. So one strip will make one star block. So we're going to start 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Set those aside, and then 1, 2, 3, 4. 4 inches for the other part. So as you can see, you'll get 4 strips of both sizes, which is what you're gonna need to make your block. So then we also need to cut a 2.5-inch strip of our white, and we're gonna subcut those into...
So wait, can you go over the sizes one more time?
Yes, I can. So from your blue strips, you're gonna cut 4 6-inch pieces, 6 inches by 2.5 inches, and 4 2.5 by 4-inch pieces. And that's what you're gonna need, and that will get your star block. And then you're going to need 8 2.5-inch squares. So you'll just cut a 2.5-inch strip and subcut that into 2.5-inch squares. And then also from that white fabric, you're gonna go ahead and cut a 4-inch strip that you're gonna cut down into 4-inch squares. And so we're gonna use...
Oh.
I know, mixing it up.
Someone said, Misty, it is your father.
It's my father. Hi, Dad. Hello. Thanks for watching. All right. So now to start with, we're gonna grab one of each size of our blue strips, and we're going to lay our white piece right sides together on there. And what I want you guys to know is we're going to sew corner to corner, and the important thing here is that you're going to sew in opposite directions on the sizes. So whatever, like this way, I'm going to take my 4-inch strip, I'm going to go this direction, and on my 6 inches, I'm going to go this direction. I hope that makes sense. Does that make sense?
Yeah, I think, well, and somebody also asked a good question was, can we just buy the pre-cuts 2.5-inch strips?
You absolutely could use pre-cuts for this. You will need some background fabric that you will, because you need 4-inch squares of your background fabric. But if you have leftover red and blue 2.5-inch strips, that would be perfect. Absolutely use it. We just
you could even like cut
yardage.
Down a 5-inch square, you know, for those corners
if
you had extra
absolutely.
5-inch square packs.
That would be perfect. All right, so we're going to take our these little strips to the sewing machine, and remember, we're sewing in opposite directions. So this one we're going to go this way. This one we're going to go this way. We'll do that, and you can mark this line if you want to, or press it. I've made quite a few now as I was working on this, so I feel pretty good about just sewing across. All right, so now let me double check. So now I need this one.
Carolyn was saying she's working on this quilt.
Oh, perfect, Carolyn.
She tuned into live, and it's the same. That's amazing.
The same quilt.
What a coincidence. It's awesome.
That is awesome. It's a good time of year to be working on it, for sure.
And I seen another question come in. Will it be on YouTube later? Yes, it's on YouTube now.
It's on YouTube now, and it will
you can
stay
replay
there.
It.
So as you can see,
rewind.
We've sewed these corner to corner in opposite directions, so they're going out away from each other. And so you would just do the exact same way that you did these with all 4 of each size of your strips. So I'm going to go ahead and trim this off. Where did I put my ruler? Trim these off to 1/4 inch. And this one. And then we're going to press these open.
We had a question if you were permitted to use Mom's machine, and
she definitely has granted me permission. I can't get to my iron though. I don't know what's happening.
We have Mom's blessing.
Jenny shares. She's always willing to share.
She's the best. I mean, you guys know that, right? I mean, you guys know that. She's awesome.
All right, so we're just pressing these back. You can see I got a little wonky here on one of mine. I'm not too worried about that. I'm just going to straighten it up. I know it needs to be 2.5 inches, so I can just square that off right there. No worries. All right, so then now that I've got those snowballed, I'm going to take my 4-inch background square, and I'm going to put the long colored part up against it, and I'm going to put it right sides together and sew that down with a 1/4 inch seam.
There's also a very important question of, did you have to pass a sewing test?
A sewing test?
To marry into the family.
Nope, I didn't have to pass a sewing test to marry into the family, but luckily my mom and my grandma spent a lot of time sewing with me as a little girl, so I was prepared before I even knew that this would be a thing. All right, so we've sewed those together. We're gonna press this open now. And then we're gonna take the 6-inch strip and we're gonna put it on the opposite side with the big colored side touching, right sides together. All right, and sew that down.
You got to put it in that square. You're following the same.
I'm sorry, I'll work on the square. Turns out it's harder to hit than you think it is when you're actually doing it.
Carol's sewing machine's been in the sewing machine shop since May 30th.
Oh, that's too bad.
So she says she's going through withdrawals.
That is too bad.
That is a long time.
That is a long time.
I don't know.
Speed that along a little bit.
Yeah. Slip him like a candy bar or something, you know? Maybe some thread.
All right, so that is how our little quadrant comes together, and you just make 4 of those, and I've got a few more ready here. Let me see. Let me get my square, right? So then you just lay these out just like this. And you sew it together like a 4-patch. And you end up with this. Should I sew these 4 together? What do you think?
Oh yeah, let's do it.
Let's do it?
It looks awesome though. It's looking great.
Perfect. So we'll sew these just like that.
I think my chat must be frozen on YouTube because there's not very many.
Not many YouTubers watching today?
Oh, we got YouTubers, but let me know if you're there out there on YouTube.
If you're there on YouTube, be sure and comment.
Leave us a comment, yeah.
We love reading all your comments. All right, sorry, I got a little off here. Let me line this back up. Okay, rock and roll. Okay.
There they are. They're coming. They're coming to life.
Oh, good.
Beautiful.
Okay. And the second set.
People on Facebook let me know that Facebook's chat freezes up all the time. So
oh, dang it.
that stinks.
That does stink.
We got a Vancouver, Washington.
That's so awesome. All right, let me press these and then we'll sew these together too.
I think they're calling for like a dance break or something.
Dance break? I'm always up for a dance break. Dance
Anybody,
over to the machine.
Yeah, does anybody have any questions? Like, let us know for sure.
All right, so then we're just gonna sandwich these together, finish up our little 4-patch. All right.
They said they're getting rain up in Iowa, which we are needing rain down here.
We need rain so bad down here in Missouri.
But
We're
I think
so
the
dry.
clouds are just flowing up there to Iowa.
All right. There we go. Got some threads all over the place, but it's done.
The square?
The square. Here we go. Let me find my scissors and trim some of these threads, and then we'll press it.
Also, if you guys typed a comment and I miss it, you might have to type it again because sometimes the chat moves a little bit fast.
Yep.
And I'm trying to get to everybody's questions if they come in.
Alrighty, there we go. Now we have our 2 stars, 2 blue stars that we want for our table runner. So then all I did from this point is I just measured my block. And mine came out almost 11.5. So I decided to cut my strips, my red and white strips, to 11.5, and I can just trim it down from there just to make sure I have plenty. And so I decided, as if you can see on here, I stuck with the 14 stripes like we have on our flag, just to keep it as authentic as possible. And so I just sewed, starting with a red one, and sewed a white one, and went back and forth and back and forth. What's wrong? 13, sorry, 13. I said the wrong number. I sewed the right number.
13 stripes.
I said the wrong. Thanks, Mary.
They want to know what the name of the fabric line was again, and also what the pattern behind you is.
Okay, so just to check in, I'm using Wilmington prints, just some yardage, and this is the Stars and Stripes quilt that Jenny did, and we are making a table runner version right here. So super fun, very, very simple. So we just finished up the stars. And so if you missed that, you can go back and watch it at the end. It will be available on Facebook and YouTube. And so now we're moving on to the stripes. And so like I said, my star blocks came out at 11.5 inches. So I took my cream and red strips and I just cut them down 2.5 by 11.5. And so you can see I've started sewing some of them together here, but I've got a few that we can finish up with.
Somebody asked if how you like your iron in compared to a normal iron.
This Oliso, it's interesting because I got hooked on it because I work with Jenny up here in the film studio, so I have one at home. And I didn't realize how much more I liked it than another iron, but I was working somewhere else here at work, and they just had a regular iron that I had to remember to sit up. And I tell you what, I get spoiled with this automatic up and down, and so I forget that I have to sit different irons up. So for me, I don't want to go to anything else now because I'm never afraid that it's gonna burn something or catch something on fire, because I get a little scatterbrained when I'm doing multiple things. So I like that it's safe and does a great job. It has great steam. So I'm a big fan of that. All right, so we're just gonna sew some of these strips together. Remember, they're 2.5 by 11.5. If your blocks don't end up 11.5, you're just gonna wanna cut them to whatever length your block measures. I said the wrong number. I accidentally said 14 stripes. It's 13, I know, guys.
13
Sorry.
original colonies.
I know. I'm even an American history buff and I said the wrong number. How'd I do that? It's all good. We all make mistakes, right? Okay, let me line up these last ones.
Like I said, you're doing a great job. It must just be the nerves are getting to you.
Probably. It's all right. Okay, line this up. Just zoom down the side. Cutting off a little bit. All right, so then we'll press these and we'll add them to the rest of our strip set. Alrighty. I'll just sew these together.
Also, somebody wants to know your opinion on sewing machines, like which sewing machine you would recommend.
Oh, opinion on sewing machines. I have my most experience on Baby Locks just because that's what we use here at Missouri Star. I have grown to really love this Jane that's just got the straight stitch. I feel like for piecing, it is awesome. I find that it comes unthreaded less than some of the other machines, and it's just fast. But unfortunately, I don't get to sew as much as I would like to, so I can't offer a ton of insight.
People say this project should be a kit.
It should be a kit. It would be a great kit, wouldn't it? All right, so we've got our 13 stripes together.
And they were saying they want you to come up with table mats.
Oh, placemats.
Yeah, placemats to go with it. That's
right.
right.
That would be fun. All right, I'll see what I can do. Maybe next 4th of July. All right, so then now all that we do is we're just gonna sew our star blocks on either side. So we can do that real quick. Just line those up. And then we'll sew them down.
The square.
The square, I'm sorry.
You're
See?
missing it.
We're lining them up
You're
there.
good, you're good.
We'll take it to the machine. These little table runner projects are so fun because they come together so fast. And they just make your house feel all festive.
So somebody was asking if that wool pad smelled like an old barn when you use it with steam.
Hold on, sorry, I've got a little tangle.
Yeah.
Well, I feel like when we first got it, when Ginny first brought it up here, it did a little bit smell kind of like sheep, but I don't notice it so much anymore. Do you agree?
Yeah, I think it's died off a little bit.
Yeah, I don't think it's so strong anymore.
And I have a sensitive sniffer.
So either we're used to it or it's not so bad. All right, so we've got one on there. Look how cute. And we're just gonna sew this other one on. Okay.
Oh, somebody said make red and white striped placemats with blue fringed ends.
Oh, that would be so cute.
That would look awesome. It would really go together.
All right.
Yeah, they said make a cool wall hanging with just one star on the top.
Yeah, that's true.
That's a great idea,
That's a really great idea. All right, and that is pretty much it. From here, I just added a 2.5-inch blue border and the cute red binding. Quilted it with some stars and loops from our quilting department here at Missouri Star. And that is it. I'm so excited to put it on my table with some flowers. I love it.
Yeah, it looks beautiful. Hold it up so we can get some slow pans on it.
All right, here it is.
B-cam.
Got it? So fun. I'm really happy with how it came together.
Are you going to slow pan it, Isaac? Yeah. All right, we're bringing in a slow pan.
Isaac's taking a little nap over there. It's fine.
Our B-cam fell asleep for a half a second.
Can you see
just
those?
put it away, Misty.
He's
right there,
finally panning. I'm sorry. I didn't know I was holding it forever.
It was looking so beautiful.
Sorry.
All right, here we go.
Guys.
We're retrying.
There we go. I love the quilting pattern. I thought it was so cute to tie it all together. So patriotic. Really, really fun. Did we get it? Okay. Awesome.
Oh yeah, that looks awesome.
Well, that is it. I hope you guys enjoyed this Stars and Stripes runner. I have to finish off by saying happy birthday to my adorable daughter. She's 10 today, so happy birthday, Ashlyn.
Yes, and make sure if you make some of these wall hangings and placemats.
Share some pictures with us.
And the table runner, yeah, we want to see some of these ideas you guys have. So
you guys
make sure
always
share
have
pictures.
such wonderful ideas. So thank you so much for joining us every Tuesday. As usual, we will be back next week at 11 a.m. Central Standard Time right here at Missouri Star. Have a wonderful day.